Is that my teeth? Ah, you're so sweet. Oh God, that's hot.
Yeah, don't.
Oh God.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Ah! Hi, hey, I'm Morgan, and today I'm going to be bringing you my TBR for the Reading Rush, formerly known as BookTube-a-thon. It's time! It is July, which means that it's time for BookTube-a-thon, but not. Raylene and Ariel, who are the creators of this read-a-thon, have reclassified it and renamed it the Reading Rush so that it's more inclusive to people that join in that aren't booktubers, which is so sweet and so exciting. And there's a ton of changes, like a whole ass website where we can add each other as friends and watch each other's progress and like earn little badges. If you want to be my friend on the Reading Rush website, please add me. My name is MorgyyReads on there. Same as here. Y'all know that I am all about brand consistency. You may be wondering what the fuck the Reading Rush is. I'll leave the introduction video by Ariel and Raylene in the description. Essentially, it was the first major read-a-thon on BookTube, and it was started years ago. I participated in BookTube-a-thon the first year that I was on BookTube, and I absolutely adored it. I daily vlogged for 7 days straight. Figured there's a new rebranding to it, and I want to take part in this read-a-thon again. So the Reading Rush is taking place from July 22nd to July 28th, so a full 7 days. So I'm uploading this super late, don't at me. And at the stroke of midnight on July 22nd, wherever you are, the goal is to read as much as possible and complete as many of these challenges as you can before the 28th. It is a little different this year because there used to be a challenge every BookTube-a-thon / Reading Rush to read 7 books, but now that's just a bonus challenge. Your girl always tries to overachieve during these read-a-thons, so I'm still gonna try to read 7 books. I'm so excited. Let's get into the TBR. Let's do it. The first challenge is to read a book with purple on the cover, and for this one I have picked Lock Every Door by Riley Sagar, and as you can see, it's very purple. Basically, this is about a girl that apartment sits and things go horribly wrong. It's like a mystery thriller, and that's all I wanted to know about it. I like to go into thrillers knowing basically nothing. I'm really excited. I want to bring some summer spook, and I hope this delivers. Challenge number 2 is to read a book in the same spot the entire time that you're reading it. Not necessarily like having to stay in the same spot the entire time you're reading, like in one sitting, but every time you're in that spot, you read that specific book. I don't see myself reading in many different places. I typically read in like this little nook in the couch over here at Ian's, but I have picked one that's a little cheap, but that's fine, and that is Saga Volume 7 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. I also have Volumes 8 and 9 on hold at the library. This is a continuation of the Saga graphic novel series. I adore this series with my whole heart, and I've been wanting to catch up, so I'm planning on like binging the last 3 volumes in the same spot. So I'm saying Volume 7, but I'm trying to do 7, 8, and 9 during this read-a-thon, and I'm so excited! Also, this can be for a different challenge too. You can also double up these challenges. You could read one book that fulfills all 7 challenges if you want. I am just that bitch that likes to have a different book for a different challenge, but whatever. Challenge number 3 is to read a book that I meant to read last year, and I have so many of these. Specifically, I'm going to be trying to read Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. This also has purple on the cover. Yeah, this is very similar to Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell in that it's about a girl who has a very popular following online, and you get to see not only her story but also see like her postings online. This follows Eliza and she runs a very popular webcomic called Monster C, but nobody in her real life knows that she suffers from horrible anxiety, and a new boy moves to her school that writes, I believe, like a fan fiction or makes fan art in response to her webcomic, and they become friends and maybe something more. I've heard that this has phenomenal anxiety representation and that the webcomic element is really fun. I'm really excited to finally read it. Challenge number 4 is to read an author's first book, and for that I'm gonna go with When Dimple Met Rishi by Sandhya Menon. I'm 99% sure that the first BookTube-a-thon TBR I posted, I had When Dimple Met Rishi on my TBR and I didn't read it. This is about Dimple and Rishi, and Dimple just wants to go to coding camp and be a coder and focus on herself and her career, and isn't super interested in living a traditionally Indian lifestyle like her parents want for her. Like, she isn't interested in having an arranged marriage, and Rishi is super traditional and an old school romantic, and he loves the idea of being in an arranged marriage. So when his parents send him to the same coding camp that Dimple is going to, and he introduces himself as her future husband, things get a little hairy. I'm really excited to read this. Its own voices Indian representation, and I just have always adored this cover, and just like, I've heard that it's really cute and sweet, and I just can't wait. I've also heard Dimple's really sassy, and I love Sandhya Menon on all social medias, so I'm so excited to finally read her books. The next challenge is to read a book with a non-human character, and for this one I'm going to go with Awayland by Ramona Azabel. Ian purchased this for me in the video that we most recently did on my channel where he bought me some books. Thanks!
Welcome!
So to my knowledge, and also to Ian's knowledge, this is about like mythological creatures existing in a modern society. It's a collection of short stories, and I'm pretty sure that the first story is about a Cyclops trying to use Tinder. So I'm counting that as a book with a non-human character. Fucking fight me. Challenge number 6 is to read a book with 5 or more words in the title, and like, I guess this is just the best time to read all the books that Ian bought for me, because for that I'm reading They Can't Kill Us Till They Kill Us by Hanif Abdurraqib. This is a collection of essays all centered around music and Hanif's life and social and political commentary, and I've seen Hanif Abdurraqib's poetry performances on Button Poetry, and I think that he is so eloquent. Like, I've read his reviews of albums by some of my favorite bands, and just the way that he writes is just so melodic in of itself. So I'm really excited to read these essays. I think that picking a short story collection and an essay collection will be really good to break up all the other stories that I'm going to be ingesting this week. So I can read a couple essays and a couple short stories a day to kind of keep things fresh in my brain. I'm so excited to read this essay collection. Like, every time I look at it, I get like a little more thrilled, and I've been holding off once I found out there was a challenge to read a book with 5 or more words, because this is the longest title that I have in my book collection that isn't like A Court of Mist and Fury, which is like 1,000 pages long, and I'm not reading fairy porn this summer. It's already too hot. I don't need to be any more steamy.
Is it hot in here? Is it just the fairy porn?
And the final challenge and book that I have here for my super ambitious Booktubeathon TBR is one that I think will be a little easier because I also have this book on audiobook. The challenge is to read a book and then watch the movie adaptation, and for that I'm picking another book that was on my very first Booktubeathon TBR that I've never read, and I haven't watched the movie adaptation yet, and I've been wanting to, but I've wanted to read the book first. I'm stalling, and it's The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. This book is so important, and I've wanted to watch the movie since it came out last October. I'm gonna read this. I have it on audiobook. The audiobook is pretty short. I don't see myself having much of a problem flying through this, both with physically reading and listening to it on audiobook. And then I'm going to watch the movie and be emotionally fucked up. I've read a lot of novels this year and a lot of political commentary pieces in like poetry and essays about racism and systemic oppression that Black people experience, especially from the police. And I still haven't read The Hate You Give, and I think that is just such an injustice. Everyone knows what this book is about. It's been on the New York Times bestseller list, #1 for 275 weeks. Like, absolutely amazing. This is about our main character Star, and she goes to a party and meets up with her childhood friend Khalil and rides home with him. They get pulled over by the police, and Khalil is killed by the police officer, and Star is like a key witness to this attack. And it's about Star finding her voice and speaking out against this injustice and the backlash that she gets. Every time I've tried to read this book, I've like had to stop because I just couldn't emotionally take it, which is really shitty on my part. I need to read stories like this because as a white person, I know I'll never have to experience something this terrible. And I read Tyler Johnson Was Here, loved it. I read Dear Martin by Nick Stone, adored it. And I just want to keep reading pieces like this to keep myself like in the know about things like this because I think it is so important because this is happening. I'm not gonna beat around the bush anymore. I'm fucking reading it during the reading rush. Yell at me if I don't. That's it. That's my TBR for the reading rush. It's weird not calling it Booktube-a-thon. Like, that's the weirdest part, but I am so unbelievably excited for this read-a-thon. I can't wait. Oh my god, I totally forgot to mention, every single day there's gonna be video and Instagram challenges going live that you get to participate in, and there's opportunities for giveaways. There's gonna be reading sprints, and now with the Reading Rush website, there's going to be read-ins, so you can find areas like close to you where you can go and read with other people participating in the Reading Rush. How cool is that? Ariel and Raylene are working their asses off to put this read-a-thon together, as per usual. That's not anything different. And I'm just so excited. This is like one of my favorite times of the year as a booktuber. Like, I love this read-a-thon. I love seeing all the content that comes out from it. Ya bitch is daily vlogging. Your girl's working 40 hours that week, getting a tattoo, and like trying to kiss her boyfriend a little bit, and I'm still gonna be daily vlogging. I'm so goddamn excited. Please let me know if you're taking part in the Reading Rush. Add me as a fucking friend because I love all of you, and let me know if you have a TBR video so I can go watch it. I'm gonna watch all of your vlogs. I'm gonna watch everything. I can't wait. This is my highly ambitious Reading Rush TBR for 2019. Can I do it? Maybe. We'll see. I believe in myself. What about you, Ian?
I believe you can do it.
Oh.
95%.
Thanks.
You're reading middle game too.
I'm trying to read middle game before the read-a-thon starts on Monday.
Okay.
I'm trying to finish it before Monday.
Good plan.
That could also count as a book with a non-human main character.
That's the T.
But yeah, guys, there you have it. That is my TBR for the 2019 Reading Rush. Let me know what you're planning on reading for this. If you're taking part, if you're vlogging, what you're gonna be up to. Let me know all of the things, please and thank you. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave me comments, because talking to you guys is my favorite thing. And if you want to see more of my content and more of my mug, you are more than welcome to subscribe. I upload frequently, question mark? And anyway, my name is Morgan. This is MorgyyReads. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and happy reading. Okay, bye!